Hey all, welcome back to Skate 3. I'm Insetic. With me again is Blank Tester.
Hey kids, how's it going?
Matt Rocks 101.
Hey, I'm Matt.
And Zindictive.
What's up, lads?
Alright, so by this point we've pretty much done everything in the main map. You know, gotten a million board sales, then did all the own the lots and such. But before we head to the real DLC, there's one additional stop, the 2009 Maloof Cup map. So this was a DLC for Skate 2, but in Skate 3 it is still part of the base game. You unlock it at 100,000 board sales. You can go here and there's the, vert and street competitions as well as an own the lot once you complete both. Again, so it's not technically DLC. Actually, Maloof 2010 will be DLC, like the next year, but
yeah.
So we've got a video just covering this.
Alright.
Yeah.
Isn't it weird
Same as
that
before?
the 2009 Maloof thing was the year Skate 2 came out? That was modern. That was the brand new. You know what I mean? That's weird. That was the brand.
Sorry, are you rediscovering that the past exists?
No, I just think it's just weird to think 2009 seems so long ago, but that was modern.
Yeah. Guys, 10 comes after 9, but what if it came before 9?
Oh. Did I tell you guys that when my brother and I were really little, we were thinking about how people invent new ways to do math, right? Isaac Newton sat down in his room and came up with calculus. And other people came up with ways to manipulate numbers. And we were like, oh shit, that's awesome. Let's try. And what we decided to do was we invented Threve. Threve is a number that's between 3 and 5, but is not 4 and is an integer.
Damn.
It doesn't work. It doesn't work. We tried our hardest to make Threve work, and it did not work at all.
I'm sure Japan would love to know about this, but otherwise, what the fuck?
Yeah,
Hey,
well...
you gotta, sometimes think outside the box.
Yeah. We were trying to revolutionize math, and
sometimes you have to
work.
think inside the box, though.
Yeah.
If you're a box, boxer kind of boxing, as in you box things up,
Sometimes you
gotta
gotta
think
be a
inside the
box.
box.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't think outside of the box. There's nothing.
I
out
know I've asked you this and you've explained it before, but I'm gonna ask it again, and, this is on a recorded video, so this is, putting it down. So, mathematicians invent, the kinds of math, do the famous stuff, and it's always presented as deliberate, but Isaac Newton, mapping out gravity and such, is presented as this, folk tale of an apple falling and hitting him, and that's what made him think about it. Surely that's not 100% true, right? He
I'm
had
pretty
to
sure
have
that's
had an
apocryphal.
idea that things fall. So why is it that one gets folklored?
Well, the difference between just noticing that things fall is that, the idea of universal gravitation is that, yes, things fall, but falling is just something we experience from our perspective, and all objects attract each other, right? So, the insight that he had was that, not that the apple fell from a tree, but that an apple falling from a tree is the same as Earth falling towards the apple. Those are the same interaction. And so, I think the story itself is pretty apocryphal, but I don't know for sure. Maybe an apple really did fall. I imagine it didn't hit him on the head, because... honestly, the romantic notion of Isaac Newton sitting underneath an apple tree, just pondering mathematics, is cute, but the dude was a huge asshole who stayed in his room all the time and hated everybody else. So, there's no fucking way he was sitting around outside being pleasant.
Yeah, he was not.
He was the
touching
old man
grass,
yelling
right?
at kids in the lawn.
Yeah, but he was doing it at 20.
Yeah.
But
do you realize
20
he was
back then was 40 in today's time.
He was 21 when he invented calculus. The dude was brilliant, but he hated everybody.
He was smart, but he was also a dick.
Damn.
He was a huge dick. Nobody liked Isaac Newton.
But he wasn't the one who wasn't married, or was he? I can't remember.
He never got married, I don't
Okay.
think.
Never got married.
I know there was one.
It would be amazing. I would pity the person who married Isaac Newton. Notoriously a douche.
I'm just learning today that I don't know anything about Isaac Newton at all. Huh.
Yeah.
Stuff was just like different back then. Like one day at work recently, I just, kind of over lunch break, I just went down one of those Wikipedia rabbit holes, but about Edgar Allan Poe. Because it started with like the Cask of Amontillado, because I thought, what if we wrote a modernized version called Walled Up in a Walmart? But then after I texted that stupid joke, I did start going through like Wikipedia pages, and apparently like something around then of, what he did. Well, like, one of the facts presented was that he, like, tried to get buddies with a certain, like, other person where he lived or whatever, so he could try to get, like, a government seat of power, and it's just like, jeez, think about that. Back in the mid-1800s or whatever, you could just, like, be like, I am bored one day. Let me see if I could try to become, like, a governor or something.
That's the way
you gotta, like, dedicate your life to politics nowadays.
Sufficiently wealthy people can do that. Today.
Right,
but like,
right.
I don't know. Was Edgar Allan Poe rich?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Rich?
I have no idea.
Yeah, like, I don't know.
Maybe he was.
It's just like, you could just kind of like think, let me go try and do something, back then, and like, if you didn't die of dysentery along the way, you could maybe do so.
While we're on the topic of like, just kind of like weird, like trivia things, this song that's playing has always been weird to me because it was in this game and all the trailers for this game and was also in DJ Hero, but the song came out 5 years before this game came out and it was not a hit. It's off of like an album and the band broke up like a little while later. They're not around anymore, the Perceptionists, the hip-hop group that made this album, and this album came out in 2005, so I've always thought it was weird that it was so heavily featured in this game and also DJ Hero 2, which came out the same year.
That is weird.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure they were broken up already when these games came out. I don't think they were still around.
I mean, like, all the major annual series, really having to pick, like, the most contemporary music kind of skews the perception of, like, licensed music soundtracks. You don't have to... not all your licensed music needs to be released within the last year or so.
Yeah, you can.
Also weird that this song and this game and Super Jail share the same intro song, I believe, as well. Yeah. Coming Home by Cheeseburger. Though Coming Home by Cheeseburger's music video is Super Jail and not Skate 3 themed for some reason.
Weird.
I know.
I wonder why.
Huh?
I wonder.
I'm sure Super Jail came out later though. Skate 3 like beat it.
The fact that apparently this song existed 5 years after this game existed is weird. It kind of reminds me of how this band that like has music with the skiing game that exists apparently didn't exist until like a year after the game came out.
What?
Oh, that did happen in DJ Hero. There's a song in DJ Hero that did not come out until after DJ Hero came out.
Huh?
It came out after. It debuted in DJ Hero. It's Annie's Horn. It debuted in DJ Hero, and on the CD jewel case it says "As Heard in DJ Hero" on it.
Wow.
Yeah, it came out afterwards. Yeah.
Weird.
And so did that song "Chillin'" by Wale. I think it might have Lady Gaga in it. That's also in DJ Hero before it came out, and it has a different name in DJ Hero because they hadn't finalized the name yet, so it's credited as the wrong name in DJ Hero. Because a year later when the song came out, it had a different name.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
DJ Hero is fucking weird.
I know, there's so much weird musical shit in these games. Yeah, in the game I think it's called Lookin' at Me, but the actual song is called Chillin'. And it came out after DJ Hero came out. So I don't know what that was all about, but it had Wale and Lady Gaga in it, so gotta count for something. There was one other interesting musical fact that had
and then you're all out?
Skate. Yeah, and then I'm all out. I don't have
Okay.
But we'll save it for later because I can't remember it right now.
Yeah, really, you should pace yourself.
So that one should have counted, but you just did that was sick.
Yeah. If anyone's confused, you have to hit the rail as part of your drop-in for your points to count here.
Yeah, and you
That's
did.
why I was resetting every time I missed the rail, which is surprisingly hard to hit, and not just because I decided to go low camera. Like, it's just like... It's just really
Kinda
hard to
fly right
come
over
down
it.
on.
Yeah, like this game is not
Ugh.
that picky
Ooh.
about how you gotta hit the grind and shit. Like it usually is pretty nice to you about that. So the fact it didn't even count you for that little tap on the rail when you had like 2,500 points is just
Yeah,
shit.
that's a little bullshit. I mean, that is still nice what you did there.
You still got the highest score, even though
Yeah.
you only hit it once.
Wow.
Horn
Horn your ears?
Yeah,
What?
horn your eyes.
Horn your ears.
Yeah,
Horn your ears.
That's what the subtitle said.
Yeah.
I love
You know,
bad subtitles.
don't you have
in
ear
games.
ears?
Daddy-o. Yeah.
Your
I love
ears
bad
have
subtitles in games so much because it tells me that somebody usually manually wrote these.
ears. Yeah, and
Like,
they
imagine
were like
being
half
the guy.
asleep, and they were like, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I just find that kind of stuff interesting. Like
Can you
typos.
really call yourself a skateboarder if you don't have ears?
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
That's a
like,
good question.
The most notorious one I can think of with bad subtitles is Tony Hawk's American Wasteland. Those subtitles aren't even fucking close.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
well,
I don't know. What I think happened is I think the subtitles are the script, and whatever the skater said is just what they said.
Yeah, that's just as much on like Rick Thorne as it is on the subtitle writer.
I mean,
Yeah, but
genuinely, Rick Thorne is the reason that the subtitles are so wrong. Like, everybody else was, like, pretty close, and he just wasn't even attempting to be close.
Didn't even try.
Like, I'm pretty sure someone during the recording booth was like, Rick, can you please, for the love of God, just read the script? And
Rick
he
Thorne
just
should be
refused.
a co-writer on that game.
Yeah, he made up that fucking dialogue himself.
Damn.
Or like in any of the other Tony Hawk games, like Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4, where Bam Margera just like ad-libs a bunch of shit.
Yeah.
Oh, he ad-libbed in American Wasteland, too, let's be real.
He ad-libbed in every game. Like, I don't think
Yeah.
Bam Margera has ever stuck to script.
Yeah.
Pretty much. He didn't care.
I don't
Yeah.
blame him.
You could stick the script or you could stick the landing.
Yeah.
Which one is more important?
Well, I don't think he stuck the landing either, considering where he's at right now.
Like, speaking about
Hey,
American Wasteland and its voice lines, like, it is now hard for me to get out of my fucking head that voice line. Man, I can't wait to ride on that thing! Because they... Almost every character in the handheld game, American Skateland, says that voice line. It is just reused to hell.
Why do they say that?
I don't know. Like
Because they can't
every
wait.
character,
'Cause you ride
including
on
literally
things.
like people that are of different color or freaking gender end up saying
they all
the
have
exact
the
same
same, like-
line.
They all like the same voice
Hey,
clip, all of
that's,
them.
that's positivity.
Yeah,
Not the
They all have
exact
the
same
same
voice
voice?
clip, but the same line recorded for them, right?
it's the exact same voice clip, just taken
Okay,
from American
never mind.
Wasteland.
Never mind.
Yeah.
I can't wait to ride on that thing.
Yeah,
Wait, it's
I mean,
around that-
Man, look at that!
skateboarding
I
is all
can't wait
about
to ride on
riding
that thing.
things.
Look at that.
If you weren't riding on things, you're not skateboarding.
That's
Is Maloof
true.
still around?
What?
Maloof, is that a real thing? Is it
No,
still
I
around?
think this cup was only done for like a few years, but
I'm gonna Google it.
Yeah, I mean, the Maloof family is still rolling in dough, but they're,
I think like when I kind of looked it up after the Skate 2 DLC video, it's like the Maloof Cup only ran for like a few years. Now
it ran
like
from-
the Street League skateboarding is the major, competition that's not like the X Games.
yeah.
It ran from 2008 to 2012.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And then there's the
the
Maloof
fuck
skate park, which
knows?
opened in DC in 2012, and that was it. Interesting. There's so much like dead media in these old games that like you just never think about. I don't know if Maloof counts as dead
Yeah.
media, but you know what I mean. Just like the X Games in general. Now skateboarding's a part of the Olympics, so like it doesn't have the same cultural relevancy now. Like if they I know they're making Skate 4 now, but imagine if they made Skate 3 now. You know what I mean? Like you would probably be competing in like the Olympics sort of things and not the X Games.
I mean, they couldn't put the Olympics in Skate 4 if they licensed it.
I know. Well, maybe. I don't know. I wonder how they're gonna handle that now that they've seen it all. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm wondering how.
Like, is it gonna be the
expensive
exact same
license
thing
it
again
is.
because so much time has passed, people have forgotten, or are they gonna just like be like it's all played out. We're gonna have to do something new. You know what I mean?
I mean, they are doing new stuff. They released like a trailer.
Oh no, I mean like story wise. I mean,
Oh,
like,
story wise, I have no idea. Yeah,
Yeah, or like you know things that
I
will-
mean,
that was beautiful.
ones.
I'd prefer it be another thing of either just like, you know, do the content and you know, get through the content. You know what I'm talking about. Like,
Yeah,
I
like
don't
skate-
want like
you
a
know,
real
skate-
story.
Heady story. You know, I now that you mentioned the Olympics, skateboarding being at the Olympics, and did Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games feature skateboarding? Have they done that yet?
I don't think so. No, they haven't made
pres-
one of those games.
They haven't
in a very
made one of
long
those in a
time.
while, but like I feel like it's about time.
Yeah, I mean,
Mario
the
and
last
Sonic
one was
at the Olympics. What a fucking weird video game series that was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mario and Sonic at the Olympics. Not like Mario Sonic Olympics. They're at like our Olympics.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm
they
wondering
just-
like how
So Mario and
hard-
Sonic like have the Olympics. Like
Yeah, I'm wondering
they're
how
just-
hard it is to even get the Olympics license, really. If Sonic and
you're-
Mario can get it that easily.
No, they're rich companies. They can get
Yeah.
it. Nintendo's got like
So is
I don't
EA,
know,
kind
money.
of.
I mean, Mario and Sonic are like the most known video game mascots. You know,
Yeah.
like
I mean, you know what's weird? So, Sega, I'm looking at the history of the series right now. Sega received the rights to make video games based on the 2008 Beijing Olympics before they had decided they were going to include Sonic or Mario.
Oh.
yeah. I mean, there were always video games about the Olympics. It's just that, you know, when it was not Mario and Sonic themed, they were just boring and, you know.
Yeah.
Wait,
Unless
so
you
there's
were a
only one?
diehard
There's only one
Olympic
of these?
fan.
I thought there was more than one of these for some reason.
I really like that they have included on the Wikipedia page Super Smash Bros. Brawl, specifically Brawl, is a Nintendo game that has both Mario and Sonic as playable characters, however, is not officially part of the Mario and Sonic series. Man, if it was, though,
And you don't think that's canon?
I
What
feel
about
like
whenever Mario
they
and
started
Sonic
punching
went into
the shit out of each
WWE?
other.
Huh,
Yeah.
yeah. What about
Yes.
when that happened? Huh?
Just
when they beat
beating
the
the
Dudleys
shit
at
out
their
of
own
each other.
game.
Take a sleep.
I will never fucking forget that. Fucking
Yeah, maybe they can. Maybe since like Sega has the rights to that, and they have been putting, you know, Sonic in the Smash Bros. Games. Maybe in the next one, they can get some of those Olympics in. Like, imagine playing as Michael Phelps.
yeah,
Smash Bros. Like, dude.
Usain Bolt in Smash Bros. Like,
Yeah,
he would be
yeah.
he would be really overpowered though because he moves really fast.
yeah.
He'd be like the fastest character in the game.
Or like a shot put dude. I don't know anybody in shot put.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
ever think about how
One of
many of
them.
those Olympic games are like you only see them in the Olympics? Like they're not like a game that somebody plays normally. Like
Oh,
you just
I
see
mean-
random shot putters out there, like a famous shot
I mean
putter.
they're famous to other shot putters.
I know, but you mean like outside of their own.
I don't know.
community.
I think it's just they don't have huge communities outside of the Olympics.
Yeah. I know why swimming's like that. Like you can name Michael Phelps, but name like 10 other famous swimmers. You can't. Like,
Yeah, I can name
When
one other famous swimmer.
Yeah, when I was, a swimmer, and I
Okay,
did
I
that.
can name two famous swimmers.
Okay, but I was gonna say I was a swimmer. I followed like swimming media and shit, right? Like I did that in high school. I was very good at it. I was very in swimming. I couldn't name 3 other famous swimmers.
Well, I mean, like I said, I can name 2 other famous swimmers besides Michael Phelps: Ryan Lochte and Matrox 101.
Right.
Not
Ryan
famous
Lochte,
for
I
his
guess, was-
swimming,
Yeah.
but he is famous.
He's famous.
Famous and he swam at one point.
Yeah,
He's
and he
famous.
does
He's
it.
crazy. He's
When
crazy and he
submersion-
has legs.
Yeah, Matrox 101 is famous, and when submerged in water, does not drown.
He's famous and he can swim. He is
Yeah.
a famous swimmer.
Yeah, just done. Challenge completed.
Matt Rocks jumps into the freaking pool to begin his time. 5 seconds later, oh no, someone hit the fucking emergency. He's drowning already.
Is drowning already.
No, I was good at swimming. It was the only thing I was good at.
And then Matt Rocks joins the cast of the next Smash Bros. And it's like, Matt Rocks, what a what? Rides the waves.
Yeah.
As his announcement trailer, you know?
Why would I be in Smash Bros?
What's your final Smash, Matt?
What is it? Come on, Matt.
Whirlpool.
Come on, just
The
give the
whirlpool.
whirlpool.
Yeah, or that or the wave machine. It'd be called the wave machine.
I say you are leaning into the swimmer theme. I thought
Yeah,
you were
yeah.
gonna pull some lore from the rest of your life.
Yeah.
And you still went with the swimming theme.
What lore from the rest of my life? I'm
I don't know.
famous and I swim.
You
I mean,
couldn't
you do
get the
game
drowning
development?
moment. You couldn't get the drowning out of your head, so that's all you could think of.
Yeah.
It's so sad. We just talked about how, you know, Swibby doesn't need to define you, and then we
Him letting it
pigeonholed you
define
in
me, yeah.
that exact same way.
Yeah, okay, let's think of a different Final Smash. Here's my suggestion for Final Smash. All the characters on screen all get pulled into a $1 movie theater.
That
middle of the
lore
screen.
is real.
You hear the movie going on for a second, and then they all got blasted out of the movie theater when it burns down in a fire.
Yeah. You're
Don't
never
worry.
gonna let this go.
And you only had to pay $1.
The fucking $1
like
movie
$5.
theater I went to as a child is gonna fucking define me.
Hey, I mean, you know, sometimes it just takes one great joke. You
Yeah.
know, like if Jim Gaffigan hadn't done Hot Pockets, like what would he have done, you know?
I don't know. All I know is, would you rather? Okay, I'm gonna give you 3 options, and you tell me which of these you would rather have defined your legacy, Matt.
Okay, alrighty.
$1 movie theater stories, swimming, electric anime Batman.
Don't even. Okay. Probably swimming. That's the most professional.
Yeah,
one,
okay, so we're going back to swimming.
Oh man.
We're
I'm
going
not,
back
I'm
to
not
when you
even gonna
drowned.
talk about it. No.
Yeah, in his final smash is where you see waves go left across the screen, then right across the screen, then they rise up from the bottom, and then all the other players drown.
They
Right.
die instantly.
They die if they touch the water. You see them go and sink to the
Yeah.
bottom.
I thought you were gonna say my final smash is waves come in and they go into the movie theater and then waves come in and smash the movie theater.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Crashing up against the side of the building and then.
No, they just flood into the building and they all drown, you know?
Yeah, you
'Cause,
can hear them
I
drown.
mean, if the place caught on fire, I mean, you could probably drown in it too. They've probably got pipe leaks in there,
I don't
right?
think that's true at all.
That's not true.
I think it could happen. They
Just
could,
because
they
a building could burn down doesn't mean it's susceptible to drowning.
I
people.
think they could find a way to make someone
There were
drown
like
in that
10
$1
ways you
movie
could
theater.
die in that theater. It was a real death trap.
Yeah, Jesus.
I'm sure they could come up with some way to drown. in
Imagine,
the theater.
imagine, you know, if somebody tells me there's a $1 movie theater, the corner I don't expect them to cut is safety. You know, like, if you cut corners on the popcorn or what movies you get, I get that. You know, the size of the screen, the quality of the chairs. Okay, fine. Air conditioning, I'm not pleased about it, but I get it. But they cut corners on safety?
You're out.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Like that, you're out. You
Yeah.
get thrown the fuck out of there.
Killer.
Killer.
Wow.
Also, I love how there's just a challenge called Yes, you can grind it. You can
mean,
grind the $1 movie
People
theater and
had their
burn to the
doubts.
ground.
It didn't burn to the ground.
I mean, you might as well have.
It didn't even catch on fire. It was the film.
This is just like the story of Connor pulling a sick drift in his car and hitting a child on their
I thought it was on
bicycle.
his bike. Yeah.
No, he pulled the sick drift in his car and hit the child on their bike, and the bike flew over the telephone wires. In my telling of the story, that doesn't even resemble that.
Right, in the extremely exaggerated version of
Yeah,
the
it's-
story.
His version of the story, he's not even old enough to drive a car. But in my
Yeah.
version of the story, something completely different happens.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
how
driving my
legends are
souped
made,
out
you know?
Bugatti or whatever.
Yeah.
You
No,
know.
it's still the Corolla.
Yeah, still the Corolla.
It's still the Toyota Corolla.
It would have been the Avalon.
Avalon, that's
Yeah.
right. You were on an Avalon.
Yeah.
Man, how did I forget it was an Avalon? Man,
because you
believe it.
guys never wanted to take it after Tinker called it a haunted house that
I
one
mean,
time.
it was a fucking haunted house.
It was a great car.
It
had a lot
great-
of space.
Hey.
It could take like 4 people. It could take 4 people fine, and you're all trying to pile into Grant's freaking like VW Bug or whatever he had because you're too scared to ride with me.
To be fair, I'll agree, it was a great haunted house. You know me, I'm a fan of Ghost Adventures. I love, that car was fantastic. You remember that time
stories.
we just decided to see how far we would just drive? We started on like 130th Street, we ended up out at like 250th Street. We were just driving away from home.
Yeah, it was just planes by then.
Yeah, and we were just like, not airplanes, like planes of
Yeah.
you know, and we were just kind of like, well, what the fuck is out here? Nothing. At some
Yeah.
point, we started hitting letter streets. It was just like 250th and B was the street, the intersection. That was wild, man. And it was like pitch black out there. That was cool.
Was it daytime or was there just no sun?
No, it was nighttime. But if
It was like evening when we
I
started. so-
assume it was day. When you go there during the day, there's just no sun.
Right. That's what I was thinking. Like, is there just
Yeah.
no sun there at all?
Yeah, the sun
you
vanished.
go
there.
past the coverage of the sun.
Yeah, because the sun, is a big spotlight in the sky,
Uh-huh.
and it only hits certain parts at certain times.
Damn.
Otherwise, how would we live on a flat Earth?
It's crazy, just like, the small little moments that stick with you.
Yeah,
Like, we literally just, drove to see how far the street numbers went.
Yeah.
And, that's what
I
stuck,
mean, could we have checked a map? Yeah, we could have checked a map.
Yeah, I mean, Hayden Caulfield or whatever its name was in The Catcher in the Rye could have done a lot of things different, but he did what he did to create a real American experience, and we did the same sort of thing, Don't laugh at me.
This
I'm being
I just
poetic.
think it's really funny comparing what you did to the Catcher in the Rye.
I mean, Catcher in the Rye is based on, the school in Catcher in the Rye is based on my old high school.
I did not know that.
Yeah. I mean,
Falls down right
yeah.
as that happens. Splats the ground as soon as you say that.
Colin McKay.
Yeah.
What is this song?
It's
I have no idea.
It's
I know
just
this
something that plays.
Yeah.
This is a weird one for skating.
There's so many weird songs for skating in these skate games. I've said that every single skate game we play.
Yeah, there's some
There's so
some
many
really good
weird
ones.
songs in here
Not-
that I would not listen to while I was skating.
Yeah, not even that it's a bad song. It seems like it's a fine song. It just doesn't give me skate vibes.
Yeah, it doesn't give me skate
Yeah.
vibes.
Yeah.
I think
Sorry,
as far as
did the second After Dark pack just disappear?
Yeah, for some reason that was listed twice when I did not have all the DLC installed. But when I did, that got installed. And so this is why I deliberately didn't have all the DLC installed during the main game, because it gives you these extra challenges. So I'd always have these 2 films that would be in the DLC maps. I'd always have these extra contests and pros and shit and cluttering, and it didn't look as good compared to we have done all the pros. But yeah, so the DLC's installed now. We're heading off to it for, the next few and final episodes.
Gonna
Right
be
on.
sick.
Yeah.
skate on.
And after that, Gravity Games Bike Street for Dirt. Full LP.
Full
No, we're not doing a full LP.
LP.
We're not doing a full LP. We're not
No.
doing a full No,
Watch my
Zin already
LP.
did it.
Zin already
watch my-
did
watch
it. Go
Zin
listen
LP.
to
I'm gonna go watch your LP
Go
again.
for it. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
good.
The LP. The game is bad.
Yeah,
but
the game is
goofs
shit.
are good. All right. So yeah, again, we're heading to the DLC next time. So see you then.